Hi, my name is Cindy Henriksen, and I'm a school psychologist with Keystone Area Education Agency in Dubuque, Iowa. And I know that this is a really tough time for everybody. It's definitely a tough time for me, trying situation, stuck at home, worried about the kiddos that I work with typically, worried about my coworkers, worried about my family, especially my husband, who is still out there, considered an essential employee. Um, Considering everything that we are going through, I thought this book and reading it to you would be very timely. This book is called Stuff That Sucks by Ben Sedley. And what I want to do is I want to read a chapter or two out of it every day to you, and then I will post it online. And I would welcome any comments or chats or anything that anyone would like to talk about. Like I said, I'm working from home, so I'm working every day, just like I still would if I were in the schools, but just looking to put out there something for everybody. The whole point of this book is it's a guide to helping you accept what you can't change and committing to what you can. And considering that most of us are at home self-quarantining or sheltering in place or whatever you want to call it, that's a pretty important thing to do because a lot of us feel like, me included, that some things are really out of our control and what is there left that we can control in our lives. So I want to start by just reading the very first chapter, which is a summary of what this book is about. Stuff about this book. It opens in a really important way, I think. Don't believe a word I say. I'm not claiming to have all the answers for everyone. I don't know you, so who am I to tell you what will make things better for you? I do know a lot about psychology, and every day I talk to teenagers about the pain in their lives. But it's true, I don't know you. What I can offer are ideas that work for other people, ideas that are being shown in more and more scientific studies to be effective. And I can try to explain them to you in ways that make sense to young people I work with and may make sense to you as well. Will these ideas work for you? I hope so. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to try them. Try them openly and honestly, and if some ideas help, then use those ones. If other ideas don't work for you, then read on and see what else there is. If no ideas help, then keep looking because there are other good ideas out there too. Near the end of this book, I'll give some ideas about ways to find further help. I don't know you, but I know a few things about you. I know that sometimes life hurts like hell for you. Maybe a bit of the time, maybe nearly every minute of every day is agony. Sometimes the pain is sadness, sometimes worry or anger or shame or grief or some feeling that you don't even have words for. Everyone has pain, and I still can't imagine how painful it is for you because it is your pain, almost as if it is a part of you, and it hurts. I know your pain makes sense. If I'd been through what you've been through and all the other things you've been through before that, then I would feel the way you do too. Sometimes other people have told you to get rid of your pain. Your mom may have told you that you'll be okay. Is she suggesting that you're not okay when you're sad? Your grandfather may have told you that you've got nothing to worry about back in my day. Your uncle may have said, you're just doing it for attention. Your teacher may have said, now's not the time, just do your work. You may not even want your friends to know how much it hurts. And other people just don't get it. Of course, you're trying to be happy, and yet it still hurts. Maybe it even hurts more after they've said those things. In this book, we will talk about the stuff that sucks and the stuff that makes the stuff that sucks suck more. We'll notice how trying to fight your pain can make it so much more painful, and how the system, friends, family, school, media, advertising, government, and almost everyone else around you encourages you to waste so much time in a losing battle. Then we will look at stuff that matters to you, your values, and some ways to figure out what they are and how you can get closer to them. We will also discuss stuff that is here and now to help you be more mindful and get some distance from the stuff that is just stuff. All those thoughts and feelings which feel big and important, but can get in the way of you working towards what really matters to you. And as I said before, I truly appreciate you being open to these ideas, trying them out and deciding if they make sense to you. None of the concepts in this book were developed by me. The ideas come from acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, which was developed by Stephen Hayes and other psychologists. ACT helps people work toward their own set of values and let go of the unending and exhausting fight against painful thoughts and feelings. The approach makes sense to me, and the tools help me when I use them in my own life and when I work with young people. I found my own ways to explain the ideas, and that's what I'm sharing here. If you're keen to know more about ACT after reading this, there are reading recommendations on the final page of this book. Before we begin, take a breath. Notice what it feels like to be breathing in. Notice what it feels like to be breathing out. Notice all the thoughts that try to distract you. Notice any painful feelings that come up and see if you can let them be there rather than trying to ignore them or push them away. Notice the thoughts that come up, telling you to try and ignore those feelings or push them away. Notice the stuff that sucks. That was the first chapter of the book, Stuff That Sucks, by Ben Sedley. It was just a really brief introduction to what we're going to be getting into every day on here. Again, it's based off of that ACT in the hopes that we'll be able to teach you how everything that you feel is normal and okay. Though some of it might not feel so great, it's not wrong. It's not abnormal. We just have to learn how to accept it and deal with it. And hopefully that's what this book is going to help you do, especially during this time. So again, my name is Cindy Henriksen. After I post this, feel free to ask questions or reach out to me. And again, I work for Keystone Area Education Agency. There are lots and lots of resources on our website keystoneaea.org. So Keystone AEA, all one word. We have lots of different things on there to try to help you. There is a social emotional behavior health, or SEBH, website component to our website that has lots of additional other resources on there for things like anxiety, depression, executive functioning issues that you might be experiencing, try to do things at home, especially schoolwork during this time, or just trying to stay focused while working from home, kind of like what I'm dealing with. But there's a lot of information on there, including additional videos, research articles, strategies, tips, all those different kinds of things. So again, that was just the first chapter, pretty brief. Most of the chapters are, but from here on out, they'll be a little bit longer. So thanks again for joining me, and I hope you will continue to watch me in the next several days.